What's up guys? So this is not going to be a normal video telling you to bring a chess clock, bring a chessboard. That's basic knowledge, you know that already. This is going to be the more less obvious things, the things you learn in practice by making the mistakes and noting yourself to bring it next time. So when I first played my first over-the-board tournament, I didn't really know what to do and made a lot of mistakes. And now, fast forward, I made a lot of improvements to my tournament bag and I'm pretty happy at where I am. So I want to just pass on the knowledge after 60 plus tournaments and hope you guys don't make the same really stupid mistakes that I made. So I'll see you in the video. My first big tournament was the American Open in California. And I was a first timer to like such a major event. You know, I know what I was doing. And I just came with one shirt, like just till here, because it's California fall, you know, it's not that hot. And I opened the door to the playing hall, and you know when there's like hot room and the cold room and you open the door and there's air exchange? Like I opened the door and it feels like sticking my head out of a car like going 100 miles an hour. Just wind starts gushing at me. I walk in the playing hall and it's really cold, right? I'm having a short sleeve shirt, like it's California, you know, like what would you think I was gonna wear? You know, and I walk in and then I first think it's fine. I'll sit down, you know, write the names on the score sheet, prepare for the game. And when my opponent arrives, you know, he has a big jacket, everyone else has a big jacket. I have like just one short sleeve shirt. And I decide like, I kind of like having some thoughts in my head. And that's when my nose starts running. I get some tissues from the bathroom, you know, I stub my nose, it's all right. And after we start the clocks, about 20 minutes in, and I'm like literally shaking, right? It's just freezing cold in there. So this is just a painful moment, you know, the game went horribly and it was not a good experience. But conversely, in the second American Open I went to, I played in the Scholastic event. So it was like a side section. They had it outside in the open. They had a little dome to prevent the sun. And when I played in there, I went with a hoodie. I learned from last time, you know, it's too cold. Went with a hoodie. I actually didn't wear a shirt underneath there, so it was pretty bad once I just started playing because it's California sun, California weather. You know what? You know the deal. So I was just cooking under there, right? Sweating all the time. I had to play like half a day with that hoodie on because I couldn't take it off. You know, I can't just play without a shirt. So that was just, I didn't go so well for me. It was more manageable than the cold, but it was still pretty bad. So the learning lesson I want to give here is just have versatile clothing. You can go up, you can go down, you know, especially in very big international tournaments like North American Open, World Open, and Chicago Open. There's going to be really big venues, and when you get in there, it's going to be cold at first, but a few hundred people fill in the room. After about 30 minutes, the room's going to heat up and heat up more, to the point where you probably have to take your jacket off, your sweatshirt off, and you want to be able to go down to like just a shirt and go up to like jackets. So just bring a variety of clothing to the tournament. Another very important thing about tournaments is the food. You have to have good food for your brain to work and play good chess. So once you don't have food, that's going to be a problem. And especially for United States tournaments, you know, those weekend tournaments, typically they're pretty fast paced. You know, if you play the 2-day schedule, it's gonna be like 3 rounds a day, you know, back to back. You don't really have time to eat, right? So now I have my bag here. I have a special little packet, and I just have energy gels, energy bars. These are for marathon runners, you know, quick energy. Advanced, I have some nuts. And I have some energy bars. Right now I have the nut bars, but I actually ran out of Hammer bars. Hammer Nutrition, they're a very good company for endurance athletes, and I really like their bars for playing chess. And I just have a bunch of food in there, you know, nuts for the fats, quick carbs, gels. And that's very important because once you start playing, you know, you have back-to-back round, you don't really have time to eat, and sometimes there's gonna be accidents, you know, maybe the store closes just for that weekend, you're in there and you don't have any food. And if you don't have food, you're not gonna play well. You know, your blood sugar is gonna drop, you're gonna be tired, your brain's not gonna think so well. So it's just, you don't wanna be in that position. So you always have to have backup food. I recommend maybe every game you eat like one of these bars if you're not eating a real meal, but just try to have enough like food in your stomach. A very quick tip that you can implement is to always bring extra pens or pencils to a tournament. Just my last tournament, Michigan High School Team Championships, my pen ran out of ink mid-game, and I was fairly low on time, about 15 minutes. And it was pretty stressful for me. I had to go find another pen or pencil, and I used the pencil. But imagine you're very, very low on time, about like 2-3 minutes, right? And you have to record. It's a 30 increment game. And you don't have a pen, right? Your pen just ran out of ink. That's a very stressful situation, and you might get in trouble for that, right? And it's just in case. I found that if you have a backup, this is something I'm going to add for myself, but just in case, I just want to have an extra pen or two just for backup. So very easy to implement, and just in case, because you don't want to be in the situation. Another helpful item at your disposal is caffeine. When I was playing the US Amateur Team Championships, we played the 2-day schedule, which meant that on the first day we had 3 rounds. And after 2 rounds, our team was pretty exhausted, and I was just also in a very tired state of mind. I wasn't thinking clearly, and my mind was worrying. I had low energy levels. And coffee just helps a lot with that. You pop a drink. I personally use green tea by Pure Leaf. I've seen a lot of junior players use it, and I think it's pretty good. I just pop one of these, and the caffeine effect just takes over, and it gives you a quick boost of energy. Of course, you're gonna have like slightly messed up sleep that night, but I think it's worth it for just a quick energy boost, because if you're playing chess very fatigued, after 2 rounds, the performance is not gonna be good. So I think this is a ladder. Pick your poison, and you're gonna have maybe not so good sleep, but your energy levels during that game is gonna be better. So just a thing you can experiment for yourself. There could be other effects, to your sleep, and you might play worse the second round, but just play around with it, experiment with it. I personally like just sometimes when I'm really tired to get some coffee. It's not a regular thing, but you can figure out this for yourself and tweak some things. I also recommend bringing a tactics book just with you. Maybe you're on the plane, on the ride, you just do some quick tactics. I personally have the woodpecker method. I just flip through the easy exercises sections just to warm up your brain before the first game. It's pretty good. Just have a tactics book with you, because the online puzzles these days, they're not so refined. They're machine picked. I personally like human picked puzzles, because the League chess puzzles are good, chess.com puzzles are good, but they're not so human. Some puzzles, have really weird motifs and some weird moves in them. So just have a really good tactics book with you, the one you like, and just warm up before the game. Just do some easy puzzles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2-second made in 3, made in 2, check them off, and just warm up your brain for the first game. Shit. I don't have an outro. What's up, guys? So that was the video. 6 quick tips that you can implement today and add to your tournament bag supply. Hope you guys learned new things in the video, and comment down below how you're gonna implement these new things you learned. I'll see you in the next one.